We are. It's Joe's Friday. For the rest of us, it's Thursday. But whatever day it is for you, a happy one indeed. We wish it's to ya. Happy Friday to you, Joe. Happy Friday. 4 in the door, as they say. Welcome to the program. Cooperville Live is live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, youtube.com/Cooperville Live, and on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cooperville Live. Jams today, jams. Hope you had a fantastic day. Dave DeVille in the house, liking the stream. Thank you, sir. We'll see you next week, eh? We'll see you next week at the Festival of Country Fest. Bronson the Smoker. Joe, speaking my language, man. Exciting stuff. Got my kid today. A little road trip up north. Got the boy going camping this weekend, and then Country Fest kicks off next week, Wednesday. And then we rock it. Doing the damn thing out there. Super excited. Speaking of Country Fest artist Jesse Allen joins the program in about 10 minutes, so stand by. The Neon Night Tour makes a stop in Canal, Wisconsin, coming up on Saturday. Part of a fantastic day of live music. With appearances by, but not limited to, Thomas Rhett, Colson Mandel, Cam, Brett Akins, Confederate Railroad, Dan Smalley, King Calloway, Brandon Radcliffe, my girl Jessley, the aforementioned Jesse Allen, Shane Martin, Lasso and Lace, Post Road, and Up South. I think I got all that. I think so. Right there. You can see it. The show is brought to you by Cooperville Clothing. Joe, I got something to show you as soon as we get done with this little spiel. CoopervilleClothing.com is the website. We got stuff for dudes. We got stuff for the ladies. We got hats. Got the whole thing. For the July gear, we're all set. AR Grimm shirts, the blackout and the whiteout. All sorts of fun stuff. Ladies, we got you taken care of too. Have no fear. The red, white, and blue American paint yoga pants. And Let's Get Weird line, lean into the weirdness, all the stuff. We got it there for you at CoopervilleClothing.com. Captain Coop's Beard Company had some shipments go out to California today. They know our stuff holds up in all temps. It survives Wisconsin, and it survives the heat of Southern California. Beard oils, beard balms, beard butters. Dad's Day coming up on Sunday. We did a post about this on our Insta today. If you can't get Dad a gift by Sunday, because that's Father's Day, friendly reminder, gift cards are available. Our e-gift cards at CaptainCoops.com. Go grab your dad a e-gift card, and he can go and pick out the scent profile and the context of his pleasure. Beard oils, beard balms, beard butters. We got bundles. We got apparel. We got all the stuff at CaptainCoops.com. And Midwest Meals. Got my meals all set for the week. It's going to be great at Country Fest when the food isn't open yet. And I'm like, I need something to eat. Pop something in the microwave. Be good to go. Taking meal prep out of your day, out of your Sunday. A lot of people are spending their Sundays meal prepping for the week. Knock that shit off. Head to MidwestMeals.com. Get your order in by Friday, and they ship out nationwide on Monday, so you're all set to go. Easy cleanup and delicious, healthy meals for you. Freshy, good to go. The promo code is Cooper at checkout, and you get 10% off your first order at MidwestMeals.com. There you go. Joe, it's not on a shirt yet, but I did take a picture of the picture for you. There you go. Unless you're pouring bourbon whiskey, I don't care about your shots. There you go. The design is near perfection. And then we're going to put that out at CoopervilleClothing.com. So I was working on it for you today. Want to let you know that. It was a busy day. But we got it set. and get those shirts rolled out. Maybe we'll do we'll do a tee, we'll do a tank. Yeah, we'll make that shit happen. And I think we are going to continue with the line of it too. We'll do like the bourbon, and we'll do a tequila, and we'll do whatever. Jaeger. We'll get you that 3XL too. Don't you worry. Need one of those for Wednesday. Well, that'd be tough. But we'll see what we can do. Get that turnaround. Got to get it on a shirt first. Good to see you, Dave. Welcome to the show. What day are you going? Are you going out there Wednesday next week? Wednesday's the day of arrival. Is that when the fun begins? That's when the fun starts. Country Fest 2021. A party that's worth the wait, as the commercial so bluntly puts it. Super excited, though, to get out there and MC. Weather looks like it's going to be decent. A little cooler than it has been to kick off, but then I think we're back into some nice weather for the last couple of days of Fest. That's awesome. Joe's taking Dad's fishing again tomorrow. Nice. Sounds like a good time. We are we're heading out to camp this week. Camping with the family tomorrow night, and then Saturday night returning on Sunday. So it'll be nice to be off the grid for a couple of days, and looks like at least tomorrow and Saturday weather-wise look good. So, Joe, I hope you're taking this heat, taking this heat well. 90 degrees feels like 93 right now. So, but a cool down is in the forecast. Cool down. I saw like a high of 68 or something on Monday or Tuesday next week. A little strange to see when you're used to seeing 80s, 90s for the last couple of weeks here in Wisconsin. It's odd. It's weird. It's odd. Humid as shit out. It's sticky. It was like okay until then the sun peeked through the clouds and we walked back outside. I was like, oh, hey. Little sweating, but it's all good. Up in B-Town. Yeah. So interesting story today. I'm still on the hunt for some Busch Light apple, some apple latte, not only for this weekend, but then kind of stocking up for the private stock up at Country Fest for next week. And so I had some insider information. They're like, it's like going to be at XYZ store, and I won't reveal my sources, but I had one. It's going to be at XYZ store. I was like, I have to go to XYZ store because I have to drop off some Captain Coop stuff that has to be shipped out. So I go to XYZ store, and it's not there. I was like, wait, the truck that carried it was there, but it was not there. It was not on the floor. Express Mart in Oliva. I had to make a little road trip to Oliva. But I had this insider info, and I go, and apparently they were holding on to it. They had it. 55 cases of it, but they're going to hold on to it until July 1st. I'm like, wait, it's behind those doors that say employees only, and you're just going to hold on to it for a couple weeks? Come on, bro. Come on now. I got to drive to Oliva tonight. Damn. Express Mart Oliva. It's weird. Like, I think I ended up having like 2 of them last year. On my birthday, we found one at a bar, and then I think I had a second one at a different bar on my birthday. Then I was like, oh. And then every other bar was like, nah, sorry, we're all out. And then all the stores were, sorry, we're all out. And then it wasn't coming back. So it was like late July, early August of last year. So I just got excited. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go grab a case. I'll have some. It'll just be there. I'll be in the fridge. Be able to take some up to Fest, take some out camping, do all the things on the boat, whatever. No. Hoarders. Buying 8 cases of it. I don't blame you. But I'm a little sad. Couldn't get my hands on the Busch Light apple that everybody's raging about. It's a great summertime, when it's 90 degrees and thick as shit outside. Like, you're like, oh, this is refreshing. But it's okay. We will survive, regardless. But supposedly, Dave says there's some at Express Mart Oliva. Supposedly there's going to be some other places starting tomorrow. So there's a little bit of built-up excitement that maybe. And then, because of everybody who is hoarding it, I will turn myself into a hoarder and, buy it all. Why do we have 55 cases of Busch Light apple? Why not? It seemed like a good idea at the time. If I had $1 for every time I said that, I would be rich. But yeah, like I've been saying, super excited for next week. It's the build when you have build up that goes for almost 2 years. Like it ebbs and flows. Obviously, you're like, you went through the doldrums of 2020, and there was no shows, and there was no festivals, and you were like, need my fix of people in a field somewhere, listen to some great music. Lo and behold, it is upon us. Country Fest 2021 kicks off on Wednesday night for the 3-day ticket holders, the bonus bash. Neil McCoy, Kentucky Headhunters on that night. You got just a great, 3.5 days of music and human beings interacting. It's going to be epic. And among those artists, as you heard about in the Open, that's performing on that Saturday, July 26th, or June 26th. Don't get my date screwed up. June 26th, which is a week from Saturday, is my boy, Jesse Allen, who's in the house, back on the show. How are you doing, my friend?
What is up, Coop? How are you, brother?
Dude, it is almost upon us. The anticipation has been killing both of us. Are you excited? Are you ready?
I'm super pumped, man. It's just great that live music is back again. I've had a couple shows this spring, but nothing too big. We've done some acoustic stuff. We've been playing some rounds here in Nashville and whatnot, and just kind of rehearsing, getting the band ready to go. I mean, I'm just excited to get back out there and hit the road and play and be at a festival. I mean, come on. Like you were saying, I mean, we've been waiting for this basically for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited and super thrilled. And I hope everyone up there around Country Fest is ready to go too.
And I know you got the Neon Night Tour that kicks off just before Fest, getting back out on the road. Got a whole bunch of dates lined up. I imagine just putting those dates out was like a super amazing feeling, just to be like, we're coming in hot and we're just knocking them down date after date. But you got to be excited about this tour getting ready to kick off next week.
I mean, super excited. Honestly, I wished I had more when we did the announcement, but just the way things go behind the scenes. I mean, there's a lot of things that we couldn't announce some dates, or we hadn't finalized the dates yet. And finally, I just said, all right, you know what? We have these 20-some dates, 30-some dates through, October. Let's just, let's get them out there. Let's get going. And, plenty of Midwest stuff for my Midwest fans starting this thing off. And like you said, we got a couple county fairs in Iowa before we make it to Country Fest on Saturday next week. And then, a couple more runs back in the Midwest. And then, getting this fall, I mean, for me, I've always said, one of the things I want to do is I want to tour other states. I'm ready to branch out of the Midwest, and we're doing that. I mean, Wyoming, Colorado, we're working on some stuff there, in Utah for the fall. We got, Alabama, Florida, Georgia we're working on. We haven't announced yet. Just a lot of different places that I'm trying to go, and I'm just excited to get out on the road, man. It's been a long time coming. I've been doing a lot of things, dealing with a lot of things the last couple of years, as everyone else has, and I'm super thrilled. And my partners at Boa Coolers, jumping in on this tour with me, and I'm just ready to go. The Neon Night Tour, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we got some surprises in store for folks on the tour too, and I'm just looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome.
How do you prepare? I mean, I know you talked about doing some acoustic stuff, but having a lot of time off when you would, I would say, typically be planning a tour, going on tour, doing a string of dates here and there, getting out. Like, how do you? I want to say like the bicycle's been in the garage for a while, and you got to go in and you check the air in the tires, you make sure that the chain is greased up a little bit. Like, how do you prepare to get? I mean, because this is going to be basically the from the early part of summer all the way through and then into the fall. Like, how do you get yourself kind of geared up for the road and the road conditions?
That's a good question at this point. We're going hard for so long, and then we just stopped. And, like you and I talked before, I had some different health things that I dealt with last year too. And so I've recovered myself from those, but I'm still getting into shape for the tour. I mean, not necessarily. I'm probably gonna do a better job of hitting the gym. That's one of my downfalls. But it's one of those things where once we get out and do it, yeah, there's gonna be some kinks. Um, that's just how it is. That's live music, and hopefully we can cover those up and nobody will really know. But the thing is that those kinks are going to be there.
Yeah.
My studio here, you can't see it right now, but it's a mess because we're trying to sort through gear and make sure everything's ready to go. So we're doing a lot of that stuff, getting prepped, and it's different for me because I'm an independent artist. I'm not, I don't have tens of thousands of dollars behind me. I don't have a 10-person crew, buses, all that stuff. Like it's literally me, my guys, and I got one or two other people kind of jumping in and helping out here and there. So it's really it's kind of a DIY thing, building it on my own. And I've done a lot of basically held every hat, trying to make this work for myself for a long time. So there's even a little bit of added extra to it for me because I'm not only being the artist, but I'm trying to be the tour manager and trying to be the booking agent somewhat. I mean, I've kind of segued from that now, and I have someone else in my team doing that, but worrying about what time we got to be where, contracts, all that stuff, like that's all me. I mean, there's nobody behind me really doing a lot of that stuff. So I think for me, it's like the mental checklist, making sure I got everything ready to go, making sure I'm well rested, well hydrated, as best as I can, and just go out and do the thing. I think once we shake the cobwebs off that first night, that second night, by Country Fest, I'm really excited. I think the band's sounding great in rehearsals, and a lot of new music that we're going to play for people, and we'll work off the cobwebs as we go, and I'm excited. And I fully think that, by the time we roll into Cadott on next Saturday, we're gonna be firing on all cylinders, and I'm looking forward to it.
I love the wearing of all the hats, because I think that, when people get into, the industry, get into music, especially with aspirations of being somebody who goes out and gets to play their music for other people and gets to write songs and share their life, story in song. There's sometimes this preconceived notion that you just drive to Nashville, or you drive to LA, or you go to the mecca of what type of genre you're in, and then you find the record company and you knock on their door and they're like, yeah, you're good, like, come on in, and then here you go, have fun. Here's your people. They'll take care of this. They'll take care of that. And voila, you're a star. But I think the real artists, the real driven artists that go out and have to wear all the hats and have to put it all together and have to be kind of, especially in your position when you're the name on the billboard, you're the one that has, at this point, it's the buck stops with you. And so to be able to wear all those hats, and then also, oh, by the way, go out and entertain and go out and put on a show, and you're all writing all the songs, by the way, and you're also making sure you have the gear, by the way, and you're also making sure your merch is lined up, by the way, and all the things. That is where I think, it separates. I want to say the men from the boys, not to sound like sexist or anything, but that's what separates the men from the boys. Is like, no, we're going to do this. We're going to go out and we're going to do this long run of dates, this whole tour that takes us through summer and into fall, and almost a come hell or high water, but we got this. I mean, that's what gets me jazzed up about you, is like, you're like, yeah, we're going to go and do it. We're going to get out there and we're going to do it. And that's, that mindset of, yeah, there's going to be kinks, but you know what? Everybody on this lineup at Country Fest, everybody on the lineup, any other, fair festival that you're playing that has other entertainment on it, even though they have the coaches and they have the team, like, they're going to have some kinks too. They're going to have some things like, oh, yeah, that's right.
For sure.
We did that song in a different key that one time, and I forgot that, I had to be here, and I was here. So everybody's going to have that stuff. So I think that's kind of the great equalizer of having this year off, is you probably spent a lot of that time working. You spent a lot of that time, like, putting pen to paper and planning out this tour and stuff. So you're on that level playing field, and I know that the fan, from a fan perspective, and I talk about that as being a passionate music fan, it's like, this has been void for us too. So whatever kinks come, or whatever, like, little nuanceical things that 99.9% of people who are at a fair or festival or at a show are going to notice. We're like, I don't care. Play me a song and let's go. I mean, we're so, jacked up just to have that environment of music and, the camaraderie and the storytelling and the memory making that I know you have as an artist and the fans have too. So I think there's just so much excitement about 2021 summer, the return of live music. And I know that you're equally as excited about all that.
Yeah, I just, you hit the nail on the head. Super excited. And it's a grind, man. It's, it's a grind to get where you want to be. And, some folks, I mean, they grind and they hit their spark, right away in Nashville early. I'm just, speaking from Nashville experience. And some people, it takes years, it's a 10-year town for a reason. I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, yeah, I could post something on TikTok and go viral tomorrow, and that might help me out. Or, I could, spend the next 5 years grinding it out. And I guess my philosophy has just been, I'm a Midwest boy, hard work. Like I said, we're going to get out and we're going to do the thing. I'm going to go do my best, try not to go broke, play new markets. We got new music coming out. And I got some different things going here on the ground. And I was talking to a fellow artist friend of mine, buddy of mine here. He was in town for a couple of days and he's getting ready to move here. And we were talking about all that stuff, and he's been having meetings, with pub companies, and I've had a few here and there conversations, at least, just kind of starting that, and just different things. And it's a grind. I mean, but for people who want to work at it, I feel like if they put in the work and they put in the time, good things will come back to them, and that's just my goal. I mean, if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, great. I'm going to at least know that I tried to do it. And like I said, I'm just happy to get back on the road. Looking forward to, coming up there to Cadott, and the band. I got to shout at them. I mean, they sound great.
Yeah.
A great group of guys. And, we're going to play a bunch of new tunes. We're going to play some fun covers. We're going to get out there and do the thing. And hopefully people respond and people enjoy it, and we have some fun.
I love the 10-year town aspect of Nashville, and it always sparks something in me when I talk to artists like you and artists that are really putting in the work. is the story of Garth Brooks, the fact that Garth Brooks went to Nashville and then left. This is the first time he went there. He was like, "Oh shit," and he went back to Oklahoma. Like, people are like, "Oh yeah, Garth Brooks rode into town on that white horse, and then took over Nashville." Like, no, dude, he went and he was like, "Nope." I'm out. So there is something about, like, when you continually grind and you continue to put the work in and you continue to, really push the envelope of exploring, yourself as an artist and really putting the grind in, the payoff comes out on the other end. But I do want to talk about Country Fest. Obviously we're super excited being out there on the grounds the last, 6 months as a slow preparation for a festival after you don't have one. I talking to the promoter, Wade Asher, about it, and he's like, it was 3 times the work to have 0 festivals last year, and now 5 times the work to actually have festivals this year. But for you to come out, I mean, and the great lineup that we have on Saturday, I'm just I'm eyeballing it over here, so I'm not diverting my attention from you. But you got guys like Thomas Rhett, and you got Cole Swindell, and you got Cam, and you got Red Akins, Confederate Railroad, Dan Smalley, King Calloway, Jessley, and you, Jesse Allen. When you're there, and I know you have your spot to play, and that's your purpose to be there. But do you have plans to kind of soak in some other shows, soak in some other artists, like kind of get a real, be the sponge in the crowd, just kind of like, oh, okay, I like that. Do you do that when you get to festivals and stuff like this?
Definitely. I think we'll take it as much as we can. There's a few folks that I know a little bit, on the lineup on Saturday, so we'll probably kind of check out their shows and get to mingle a little bit and just kind of soak it all in. And just, after a 3-day run, we're just going to let our hair down a little bit and enjoy for a little while before we got to turn tail and head back south to Nashville here. And, shout out to Wade too, and the whole crew. Because I can't imagine how hard it is, trying to come back and get this festival set up and all the guidelines that there is and isn't and everything else. So shout out to Wade. He's great. He got us in a couple years ago, and we played, I I can't remember the name of the stage. I think it was the Jack Daniels stage.
Yeah.
And we played a bunch of sets there throughout the entire day, and it was grueling, but it was so much fun. And you know, we were supposed to play last year, obviously, and you know, he put us on the Crossroads stage, and you know, able to make that happen again here for sure for 2021. And just coming back, I'm just excited to get up to Wisconsin. It's such a great festival, and like I said, I can't, you know, enough praise on Wade and the crew enough. And you know, hopefully I'm able to come back, you know, for years to come.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal, because I love the festival and the crew, and I just love everybody up there in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place that I think we I don't want to say we take for granted, because I'm certainly well aware that you're literally in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you're like, oh look, there's cornfields and cows, and here's 7,000 campers and 20,000 people. Oh, that's weird. You usually don't expect those three things in a row. Like, oh, there's an Amish house, and here is a giant music festival. So it's this kind of mecca in the middle of the Northwoods that, you know, people gravitate towards every summer, and having that year off, I know has been hard on people, but to be able to come back. And I will tell you that, you know, Saturday is obviously the last day, so I have no responsibility on Sunday morning. You know, if we're letting hair down, I mean, I don't have much, but we're gonna let the beard flow.
Let the beards down.
And let the beards down. Let the beards flow. But really looking forward to checking out your set when you get up here, man, and definitely get a hold of me when you get into town, and we'll be up there. The pump will be well primed for you to take advantage of when we get there on Saturday, man. But really glad I got to talk to you. Excited for this tour and all the new stuff, and what 2021 has to bring, and really what 2021, the work you put in 2021, the payoff that comes in 2022, man. I'm super stoked for you, and I'm glad we got a chance to connect, and we'll see you in 9 days? 9 days? Woo!
Yeah. 9 days. And yeah, everyone watching and listening, Saturday noon, and then 1:40 on that Crossroads stage. Don't sleep on getting there early. Come on out and have some fun with us. So, Coop, I appreciate it. Thanks, brother.
No, man, looking forward to it. We'll be in touch before you get there, and we'll let our collective beard hair down together, my friend.
I love it, buddy.
Awesome.
Hey, take care, man.
Thank you,
you.
Jesse. We'll see you in a couple days, man. There we go. Jesse Allen, ready to go. Country Fest 2021. Just gives me you can't see that because my camera is far away, but it gives me the goosebumps just talking about it. I mean, being back in the jam. What's going on, Betty? Welcome. Thank you for watching. Betty Stewart. Joe, what's going on? Some robot that asked me if I wanted to be famous on Twitch. Yeah, I'm good. Down to kind of square where I am. Kind of square. But no, it gets me super stoked for Fest. And you when you look at it, you take a step back, you look at it. Obviously, you look at the headliners and you're like, damn, you know, Dierks Bentley and Kane Brown and Thomas Rhett and Cole Swindell and Brothers Osborne and Lauren Elena. And you're like, yeah. And then you're like, but there is so much talent that is going to be present during Country Fest on all the stages. So if you are going out for 1 day, for 3 days, for the 3.5, you're making the Wednesday bonus bash, like go in and soak all that up. You know, soak up the fact that you got a chance to see Jesse Allen before he makes it big and is just this huge superstar and he's on the main stage. Go and see Jessley. You know, she's just she's going to blow shit up. I have more insider information that set is going to be lit. Go and see these artists. October Rose, Raquel and the Wildflowers, all these up and coming artists that are really putting in the grind, man, putting in the time and the effort, and you know, loading their own gear. You know, watch all these other buses pull up. There's a bus full of people to load that and a bus full of people to put it back. These guys are loading their own gear, doing their own sound check. They got their own. It's just, you know, it's awesome to see, and I appreciate it at all levels. And I think you note the budding talent when you see it, and Jesse Allen is definitely on that list. So countryfest.com is the website, and we will see you out there starting on Wednesday of next week. Hard to believe, man, it's already here. It's hard to believe it's been 2 years since a festival has taken place in the middle of a field in Cadott, Wisconsin. So good stuff. And yes, make sure you check out Jesse Allen's website. Joey Walzer in the house. Joey Walzer, Ready Waves, proud purveyors of royalty-free, high-quality music for your live stream. ReadyWaves.com. Check it out. And they'll do custom work like the intro to this show. Now, I will say, Joe, I will say this. I am not sure if anything beats the Cup of Joe morning show intro. That's up on the scale, bro. That is right up there on the top. Like, damn. It's Cup of Joe morning show. Joe, what do you want? It's at 9:30 Eastern, Monday through Friday. I think it's Monday through Friday, 9:30 Eastern. The Cup of Joe morning show live on Twitch at Joey Walzer on Twitch. Not a shameless plug. Man designed the middle finger mic right there. Right there. See that? Yeah, like that. That's that dude. 10 a.m. Eastern. Sleeping in. 10 a.m. Eastern. 11 a.m. Central. Joey Walzer on Twitch. The Cup of Joe morning show. Shameless plug. Good stuff. Thank you to everybody who tuned in today. Dave, Joe, who else we got in the chat? Betty, thank you for jumping on. Joey, middle finger Mike. You didn't even know it, but that's the thing now. Middle finger Mike. Somebody said that to me, like, is that a middle finger? I'm like, yes, it is. Intentionally that way, but it's fitting. Betty, thank you for jumping on, and thank you to Jesse Allen for being on the program today. Check him out at Country Fest coming up a week from Saturday. There's the link to the Cup of Joe morning show on the Facebook if you're watching on Facebook. So go and check it out. Do it up. Again, no show tomorrow. The boy and I and the fam, we're going camping for the weekend for Father's Day. So, but we're back on Monday and Tuesday next week, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and probably Saturday, we're going to be doing live stuff from Country Fest exclusively on Twitch. So if you don't follow on Twitch, it is Cooperville Live on the Twitch. We'll be doing live stuff, interviews with artists, behind-the-scenes things. So make sure you check it out and get that notification every time that we do go live from Country Fest in Cadott, Wisconsin, starting on Wednesday evening. So until then, we hit the links and we say good night. We out of here. Them ready waves right there. Tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty morsels of goodness. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Much love. We are out. You a stud, homie. Look at that logo. Look at that sexy fine logo.